So we have seen like the last sessions. So what we have done, we have seen that what we are going to deal with data normally, converting the Excel sheet data into graphical manner. So for that purpose, we have selected a tool which is known as in Tableau. There are Power BI also, but first initially we have going with the Tableau. Okay. And in the SLA section, uh, I think most of the people go through the recording also. I have told you clearly how to download the tool and how to install the tool without any issues and without any paid services. So we are going to get everything for free. Okay. So that also we have done. Now what is our agenda is for today? We are going to view the Excel data. We are going to give the Excel data to Tableau and we are going to make EDA on top of it, which means exploratory data analysis. Exploratory data analysis is nothing but it's not about cleaning the data, it's not about pre-processing the data, or it's not about the data mining. Simply EDA is nothing but graphical symbol. So here we need to keep one thing in mind. So yesterday we have downloaded the table, Yes, if we go to the search option, if we just type Tableau, you can see there is an option called Tableau Public. Okay. So I am going to open the Tableau Public inside. So once I open the Tableau Public, it will take just 2 to 3 seconds of time and the tool will be open. So all the previous work which I have done will be available inside of it. But my point is, you have downloaded and you have installed for the first time now. You can't see anything here. So it will be completely empty for you. Okay. After few days, if we go after 1 week, you will also do a lot of work and it will also available for you. So this is all my previous work. All this is my previous work. So the point here is, let's say, point here is now what is my target? I told you yesterday very clearly. I am collecting one data. I will also from today we are going to we created the drive, but the question here is we have uploading only the recordings. In the materials folder, no the materials has been uploaded, but from today we will be getting the data and we will be getting everything. I mean this data set, everything we will upload. Okay. So the point here is my voice is clear, all of you. Is it loud properly? All clear?
Some more voices, not that much of low, but still.
I think it's some students are coming.
It's clear if you're using the headset.
Okay. Just give me a moment. Now I think it will be very clear. Am I right? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Chalo. So whatever the data set that I'm showing from the last 2 days, it will be definitely uploaded to the Tableau drive. Okay? Don't worry in that. Let's say for example, Superstore. Okay. Sample Superstore or somewhere it will be available in some folder. Okay. So this is the data, right? I clearly explained each and every column. What is the purpose of column? Now I am going to ask some questions, online and offline. What is the difference between category column and subcategory column? So category column and subcategory column. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of category column in the data and what is the meaning of subcategory column? For example, I told you yesterday very clearly in the subcategory column, yes, we will be having the product names, what the supermarket is selling to the customers. Let's say that particular supermarket, it is selling mobile phones, payables, poppers, shades, vendors, accessories. Okay, different products they are selling. Okay, and every product comes under some products comes under furniture, some products will comes under technology, and some products will comes under office supplies. Okay, so we have different columns. So what is my agenda? My agenda is I just want to add the data. I just want to add the data, Excel data into tab, Excel data into Tableau. So keeping these things in mind, what I am going to do is I am going to upload the Excel sheet data into the Tableau. This is main point. Okay, let's try to upload the data into the Tableau. Yes, Kiran. Okay, I already told you in the yesterday's class also. Every data, if you pick this data, if you pick the extension is very important. Different extensions will be there. Okay, Excel SX is one of the extension. Okay, for example, what is the difference between MP3 and MP4 means? MP3 means audio. MP4 means video. MP is common, just the last extension part. Here also, the Excel sheet data, as I mentioned, Excel sheet data is nothing but a structured data, which is in the rows and columns format. It will be made, for example, if the name of the Excel sheet is Kamal, you can maintain them with Excel SX format, which means Excel sheet format or CSV format. CSV means comma separated value. Okay, any extension. Normally, the data analyst will work with Excel SX extensions. CSV, mostly machine learning people will use. I mean, data scientists, they will maintain the data in CSV formats. Anything you can do. That's not a issue at all. So you can't say like CSV is the best or Excel SX is the best. You can use anything. Now, okay, come back here. As I told you very clearly, if I just want, if I want Excel SX, I will use the first option. If I want the CSV, what is the second option? Text file. So what I'm going to do now, I just need to click on the text file. Imagine if we are clicking on the first one, what happens? Let's see. I'm going to click on the first one. So see, I'm going to click on the first one and I am going to that location. You can see the location also. You can see the location which I mentioned in the evening folder, in the Tableau folder. Did you see anything? So anything is available here? Not available. Why? Because you are searching for Excel SX extension. In that particular folder, there is no Excel SX file. Okay. But in that particular folder, we are having CSV file. Okay. Now see, in the same location, if I am searching for CSV, see evening Tableau, did you see the file? Okay, that's why the extension you have to be very clear. I'm going to select the file. I'm just going to click on open. Once I click on open, this is how the UI will be represented. This is the first step in the Tableau. Once you upload the data into the Tableau, this is how it looks like. Okay, now I'm going to tell you very clearly about it. Okay, the point here is your focus should be here. See, whatever the data that you uploaded, the name, the sheet name, Excel sheet name you can see here, And the second thing is the details of the Excel sheet you can see. So what it is telling, there are 21 fields. Fields means columns. 21 columns and 9,994 rows. Okay, here also we need to keep one thing in mind. That is, let's say, in the real time in IT, mainly for the data analyst or the data scientist, there will be some terminologies that we need to keep in mind. What are those terminologies? Is don't mention anytime the name as a column. So mostly 90% of the US or UK based clients, they will call them as features, okay, or they will call them as fields, okay. So they will ask you how many features you are using in the data. What does that mean? How many columns you are using in the data? Features means nothing but columns. Fields means nothing but columns, okay. Some clients, they won't represent the word rows, they will use the word called observations. Suppose how many rows are there in your data means 9,994 rows are there. But in some clients from some locations, mainly from USA and UK, those clients, how they will ask is how many observations are there in the data. Observation means what? Nothing but rows. Observation means nothing but rows. Okay. So this you need to keep in mind. And the data size is clearly mentioned here. And you see here, you see very clearly, there is a box which is coming. The first box. So this box is nothing but every column name will be represented. If you observe, every column name will be available. For example, if I just show you, all the column name will be available. That particular column name comes under which table? Okay, very clearly it is going to mention. There is no use of this box. Okay. So I am going to use this arrow. Can you see this arrow? So which is maintained here arrow. So they have given the arrow also just to close it. I'm going to click on it. So it is going to close. Okay. Now, whatever the data that you see in the Excel sheet, for example, the first row belongs to the person who is clearing. Yes or no? Okay. Whatever the data that you see here, exact data you can see here. Exact data you can see here. For example, if you see the data, this is the data. The beauty of the Tableau, not only Tableau, it is a default option. Okay, it is a default option provided by the Tableau. What do that mean is you can see the column name, yes or no? Row ID is one of the column, order ID is one of the column, order date is one of the column. Like that, lot of columns are there. If you observe, every column has its own data, how it looks like in the Excel sheet. That is also not a common point. But the beautiful point here is every column data type will be mentioned here. I'm telling you. If you see here, I will tell you what is the data type also. Okay. See, every column data type defaultly recognized by the Tableau. Okay. The tool Tableau will recognize that particular column belongs to which type. Normally, you tell me how many types of the data will be there. Either the data will be something like whole number, which means suppose if I select a column name is age. For example, a column name is age. So in the age column, suppose if I am writing my age is 22, my age is 24, my age is 28, my age is 30. Okay, I'm writing somewhere else. Do they are whole numbers or not? They're whole numbers only, no? Normally we call them as basically in Python we call them as integers. But here we haven't started this Python, no? So I'm going to mention them as whole numbers. Let's say these are whole numbers. For example, I will take movie ticket price. For example, a column like movie ticket price or flight price or train price, something like that. How the values will be. The price of the ticket is 255 rupees, 0.85 change something. Dot will be there. I mean, decimals will be there. Okay. For example, 24.88. So these kind of data, we call them as decimals. Or what you will be having, you will be having the text data. If you see, you will be having text data, or you will be having data, time or date kind of data. So if you observe here, when once you uploaded the data into the Tableau, automatically it is recognizing. See, for example, this data comes under text. So here combination is there. If you observe, combination is there. Text combination and the number combination. Remember my point very clearly. If there is a text and number combination, okay, text and number combination, completely it will treat like a text combination only. For example, I will give you the best example. Let's say, suppose if I am writing my name, this is text only, no? Okay. If I write my name, Kamal, and if I write 1, 2, 3, this is text, this is numbers. So in that case, what happens is it will treat the numbers also the same. It will treat the numbers also like a text only. That's why if you observe here you can see combination. Can you see the combination? Text combination is there, along with the punctuations are there, hyphen punctuations, and you are having the numbers, beautiful numbers. And you can see you are having text. Now, if you see the ship kind of content, see here the date related things comes under calendar. You can see the calendar option. So text means ABCs, you know it well. Now you go and pick the last columns. Okay, you go and pick the last columns. If I go to the last, you can see here for the number related columns, there is an option called as means number related columns. Number related columns hash. Okay, here also number related columns hash. So we have different data. I mean different columns. So once I upload the Excel sheet data into the Tableau, defaultly it will show you. Defaultly it will show you 100 rows. Why is there 100 rows? Can you see here? 100 rows. Now I am going to click on it, but I don't want 100 rows. What I'm saying is all the data will be available. 9,994 rows are available. But how much you want to see as of now? So at present, how much you want to see? I want to see only 5, sir. I want to see only 5. If I click on enter, the first 5 will be showing in front of you. So see, let's say a very big data is there. Almost 10,000 or 1 lakh rows are there. Do we sit and see all the rows? Normally, we will see 5 or 10 rows how it is. Okay, just like that. If we give 50, 50 rows will come. If we give 100, first 100 rows just to show in front of you. Just to show in front of you. And you can see here, there is an option called, there is an option here, downward arrow. So which is used to close the pop-up. For example, if I just click on this downward arrow, if I click on this downward arrow, the pop-up will be closed. No, sir, I need the pop-up means I'm going to just click on it. The pop-up will come up. It's your wish. Like if you want to maintain the pop-up, I mean, if you want to see some information in the data, you can maintain the pop-up, or else there is no need of maintaining the pop-up. And the second point here is, I hope you can see this one also. Option called settings option. Okay. If I go to the settings option, if I just click on the settings option, so there are few options which comes under data source order is nothing but to see the entire data. Data source order means to see the data. Second one you can see show hidden fields, show alias. These two options. Very simple. Alias means what? For example, Rajnikant is there, actor Rajnikant. Instead of calling him Rajnikant every time, I will call him Rajni. So what is the alias name? Rajni. Instead of calling the Rajnikant, I can call him as Rajni. That is the alias. In the same way here also, is there any columns that is maintaining alias? Like for example, some columns will be there which will be very big. Best example I can tell you is best example. I will show you one few columns which will be very big. Okay, which will be very big. So the column names will be very big. Just give me a minute. You can see here the column names, how much big the column names are. Okay, number of times 30 to 59 days. You not worse. Sometimes some column names will be very, very big. So we can create the alias names, number one. And if you want to see, if there is any columns like that, if there is any column they are maintaining with alias means, we can see with this option. And the second one, hidden fields. For example, in every laptop, I hope most of the people knows about this one, mainly working professionals. So if anyone go to your C drive in the laptop, go to the C drive, and you please go to the user option. Here you will be having your name or your laptop name, something like that. I'm having my name. Okay, I'm going to click on it. So mostly, if you observe here, see, just give me a minute. So in your laptops also, guys, definitely. So in your laptops also, definitely, you can't see one option. What is that option? In this user folder and in a name folder, if I come inside, you can't see a folder which is app data. Definitely, you search anywhere, app data folder will be not available. Why? Because it is the folder. App data is the folder where all the softwares, your Windows operating system, your graphic card drivers, every data, Microsoft drivers, everything will be maintained in the app data because it is very, very important. So it is not able to visible for you. Imagine if it is visible for you, if anyone comes, select it, and if they delete it, everything collapse. Okay. So to overcome that issue, so if I go to the view option, show option, hidden items. So now can you see a folder which is app data? If I go inside, all the softwares, local softwares, it might be my operating systems, my hardware kind of things, drivers, any software, Docker, AWS related content, every software sir, will be available. Okay. So here also, if is there any data like that? For example, if you see, is there any data like that? Show hidden files. If there is anything hidden, it will show anything like this. Now, can you see here? There are two options. Two more options I just can tell you. These two. A to Z ascending and A to Z descending. Okay. Now I will write few things here. Let's say there are three different names. There are three different names. For example, America. Okay, America, India, and China. For example, imagine three column names are there. If your manager or if your team leader or anyone, if they're asking you to maintain the data in ascending order, to maintain the data in ascending order means what you have to do, you can maintain this data in ascending order based on the starting letter. Okay, based on the starting letter. So what is the starting letter here? A. What is the starting letter here? I. What is the starting letter here? C. Maintain them in ascending order. Ascending order means small to big. So I will arrange like A, C, and I. So now America comes first, China comes second, India comes third. If they're asking to maintain the data in the descending order, I will write like I, big to small. I mean in the reverse order. I, C, and A. So India, China, and okay. So like that here also you can maintain the data. In the ascending order, if you want to maintain all the columns, see all the columns if you see now will come from A to Z format. Okay. First S related columns are there. And if you go slightly right side, sorry, C related. First, C related column names are there, like category, city, country. Slightly, if I go right side, D related, O, P, okay, S related, and Q, R. So everything is maintained in ascending order. No, sir, I want to maintain in descending order. Please maintain in descending order. Okay, that possibilities are also. But my suggestion is, if you maintain in ascending order or if you maintain in descending order, data is same. Okay, so there is no point in doing the ascending order, descending order. Okay, So now, okay, this is the uploading the data. Whatever the data that you uploaded will be coming here. Everything is fine. Now, what is our main agenda?
Someone, sorry for this.
Yes, please.
It is changing only the headers, right? That means the fields. The field names were changed. Right?
Sorry.
The headers. In the headers, it is ordering, right? It's not ordering on the values.
This order.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
yes, yes.
This, let's say, for example, let me go to the first one. Let me select this area. Okay. Now see, if I click on this one, if I just make them into, see, the data will also change. Column center column will change, buddy. The
Yes,
data
yes.
also.
Understand.
Understood it?
Data is not changing, right? It is not in order like that. It's only the headers. That means the column names were ordering. That's
No, no. What I'm trying to say is, let's say, for example, this is the data. Now category comes here. Now
yes.
category is the first position. Now, if I click on this downward arrow, if we maintain like this, so now see category goes last. Okay? The column goes to the last.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. The column goes the
Yes,
it
it's
is with
everything.
ordering.
Not only the name of the column, the data inside the column also will be shifted.
Okay.
Okay, so this is normally uploading the data. Some representation. Okay, this area mainly we call them as data source area. Okay, data source area means the place where the uploaded data will be there. Okay, data source area is nothing but the place where uploaded data will be there. Okay, okay. Next, in the Tableau, there is a new one of the feature is there in the Tableau. What do that feature means? Let's say, what do that feature means? Whatever the data that you have, which means total 21 fields are there, which means 21 columns are there. Okay, so 21 columns are there, no? So these 21 columns in the Tableau, they will be dividing into two pieces. They will be, 21 columns. They will be dividing into two different pieces. What are the two different pieces means? All the text related columns, geography related columns, date and time related columns will comes under first part. So what I'm saying is all comes under one data only, but they will maintain in two different groups. Let's say date related columns, time related columns, geography related columns, okay, date, time, geography, text columns, all these things comes under first part, and the first part is known as a dimension. Okay, dimension area. Okay, so second part is known as a measure area. Only the whole numbers and decimals, only these two contents. So in the data source, you can see entire data. Okay. But if you want to do the visualization or anything, let's say the data will be divided into two different groups. Why, sir? Why two different groups means in the Power BI, they want to maintain in the groups. Normally, everything will be available in one place. Here, two different groups means, see, it is one of the old tool, number one. So on that time, what they decided is two different groups means the people who want to think about the text means it will be in the dimension box. Data related things means it will be in the dimension box. So just for separation purpose and for understanding purpose, they have done this option. Now see, this is the data, sir. Uploaded the data, everything is done. Now I want to do the visualizations. Okay, I want to do the visualizations. Why we have to do the visualization? To pull the information from the data. There is some information inside the data. I want to pull that information completely. For that purpose, I need to do the graphical representations. So let's say, for example, here you can see, I told you data source means whatever you are seeing inside. For example, you click on the data source, nothing will happen. You click on the data source because already you are in the data source option only. Okay. Now, if you go, there are options here. There is an option called sheet. Okay, sheet option, add a sheet, dashboard option, story option. Four options will be at the bottom. Okay, so let's say here, first one is sheet option, add a sheet, dashboard, story. Okay, I will tell you very clearly. Mainly sheet. Sheet is nothing but instead of maintaining the keyword sheet, you can call them as a report. Sheet means it is the place where you are going to do one graphical representation to pull out one information. Okay, one graphical representation. For example, sir, in that case, if I have only one sheet, I can design only one graph, no? But I want to design 100 graphs. Then, then yes, very good. You can see here add sheet. Yes or no? There is an option called dashboard and storytelling. That is like in a project. After completing the reports, I will tell you about the dashboards and storytelling. Also, don't worry about it. Now, from the data source, I'm clicking on the sheet. If I click on the sheet, I will go to the sheet option. You see, finally, I came to the tab sheet. Sir, I want to create another sheet. For example, in this particular sheet, I will do the graphical representation. Okay. Sir, one graphical representation has been done. I want to do another one. Then what I will do? Simply click here, add a sheet. Sir, I want to do another one, add a sheet. So how many sheets you want? Those many sheets you can create. Okay. Sheet one. So now if you observe here, whatever, see, in the data source, the data is there. If you come to the sheet one, you can see here the column names. All the text related columns, geography related columns, date related columns will be maintained in the first area, which is known as a dimensions area. Very good. And if you see the next one, discount, profit, quantity, sale. This is the data, basically. This comes under measure area. Okay, this is the data generally. You see here, I hope if you see there is an option called, I hope if you see there is an option called show me option. Show me option is there, no? Just show me option. Okay. Show me option is there, no? Show me option basically it is used to show the visualizations. Suppose what visualizations we can put on it. I'll click on the show me option. See lot of visualizations that you can see here, but not perfectly. I will tell you why not is showing perfectly everything. So there are the visualizations. Okay, that is the purpose of show me. Now, if you see here, sir, you have uploaded the data. Data is here. Now I want to represent some sheets. So I am here. Okay. So the data is divided into two different groups. That is also fine. There is an option called here. There is an option called marks where you can
Hello.
design different colors.
Hello, Kamal. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, actually, sorry to interrupt. I just want to know what is the difference. You just said like the category city country that comes under the dimension, and there is another category which is discount coffee. May I know what is the distinction? Why it is being divided into?
If there are two different things, let's say data related column. Okay, I just now I told you data related column or text related column, or let's say for example geography related column. Mostly they comes under the string formats. String format means like text formats. Okay, so all the text related content I will maintain in one area. Number related contents will be maintained in one area. This is in Tableau. In the Power BI, everything will be directly it will show like that. So the main advantage of like this is if I got to know like if anyone is asking me, can you show me what is happening in the region means let's say where the region will be in the first box or in the second box. The second box only numbers will be there. In the first box only text will be there. Text or data content. So this is the difference is nothing but just to distinguish. Okay, to maintain them separately, it will be useful. Okay, that is the default option in the tool they have designed. But in Power BI, this difference will be not there. Everything comes under in a straight line. All the columns will be there. You don't know the number column will be on the top, or the text column will be on the bottom, or the date column will be in the middle. You don't know anything. Okay. So here I have a clear idea. All the text related, geography related things will be on the top. All the number related things will be on the bottom side. Now, if I want to do the visualization, immediately if I need the number columns, I will go to the measure. Immediately I need the text columns, I will go to the dimension. Okay, just very simple. For example, what I'm trying to say is you have two different notebooks or anything. Okay. For example, intermediate notebooks are there, boutique notebooks are there. If you keep everything in one shelf, okay, so it is very hard to find the notebook which you target. So what I will do, intermediate notebooks I will keep aside, BTech first year notebook I will keep aside, okay, separately. All are your notebooks only, end of the day. But to pull out what you want, it will be very easy. Understood, Madan?
Yes.
Okay. So now, if you see here in the tool, there is an option called marks. So in the marks option, lot of things that you can pull out. Let's say there is an automatic option. If you want to design different colors, you can show the colors, sizes, all this we'll see. Okay. And one of the fantastic options, filter options to filter the data. Okay. Okay. A lot flexibilities are there in the Tableau also. We'll discuss one by one. So finally, we have uploaded the data. We learned the information about the data, and we are into the sheet. Now let's start our journey with the Tableau. So what we will do today? So let's start our analysis. Okay. Let's start our analysis part. So my point here is, let's say for today, okay, for today at least we will do two visualizations properly. Okay, we will do two visualizations. Let's say for example, today I want to show you everything. You need to have a detailed idea. I'm telling you. Whenever you are doing the visualization, I mean EDA, just for the purpose of visualization, we should not use anything. Okay. There should be some importance. What is, I have a data. So the supermarket people has given the data to me. 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. 4 years data they have given to me. So no, I have 4 years data. 4 years customers data from the America, from every state. Okay, in every state, every city, branches, all the data is there in my Excel sheet. I have uploaded to the Tableau. Till there is fine now, clear. Now I want to imagine I am a fresher, or I don't know anything about the data. Just my manager is given the data for me, and he wanted me to do the analysis. Okay, I don't know anything about the data. From the scratch, we need to do the analysis. So what will be the first option? Can anyone guess? Imagine I got the data just now. I have seen the data. Okay, everything is fine. What was the first option that I will keep in mind? Point number one is, what are the data belongs to which country? So my manager is telling the data belongs to America. Imagine if there is one row which belongs to India means, so it comes under two different countries. No? So we should not blindly follow that. So we need to make sure. So the data comes under which country? The data comes under which country? Second point. Okay. So here the data comes under which country? This is very, very important. After that, what are the states included in the country? What are the cities included in the country? Lot of things are there. So For this representation, you tell me, you are targeting the country. You are targeting the country means country or state or city or pin code. These things comes under geography related content. Geography, which means nothing but maps. Yes, sir. Maps. In the Tableau, I'm writing here very clearly. In Tableau, there are two types of maps. There are two types of. What are the two types of maps? Is one is we call them as normal map, okay, and the second one is we call them as field map, okay, normal map and field map. In Power BI, we will be having three: normal map, field map, and shape map. There we will be having three. Here we are having only two. Okay. You can ask me one point, sir. There we are having three. Yes, please. Okay. So let's say for example, you can ask me one question. What is the question is, sir, why there we are having three and here why two? See, they are very simple. I am using Samsung. You are using iPhone. Both are mobile phones only. Why the Samsung is having much clarity when compared to camera, and why the iPhone users are having more firewall, more security means that is Apple product. They have given the security, lot of things will be there. This is my Samsung product. So every tool has their own features. Okay, so we should not judge about the features. Okay, so Tableau tool is just providing normal map and field map. Sir, I want to use a shape map. Please use Power BI. You can just copy. You can just open Power BI. You can just do the shape map, and you can download the sheet, and you can add to the dashboard, or you can add to the documentation what you're doing. So that's not a problem at all. Okay. So normal map and field map. Okay. Two things are there. So let's come back to the tablet. So if you click on it here on the show me option. So if you click on the show me option here, show me option. Okay. I'm going to click on show me. So if you observe here, there are lot of visualizations are available, but you can't see them properly. Because the purpose here is whatever the columns that you selected in the Tableau, whatever the columns that you selected, for example, I am selecting the country column and each country how many profits are coming. If I'm selecting these two, and every country, imagine we are having 5 to 10 countries. Okay, so country column and the profit column, if you are selecting, means for these two, which visualizations are helpful, which visualizations will be supported, they will recommend for you. Okay, they will be recommend for you. Okay, so directly it won't show you to apply all the visualizations because we the tool don't know which columns that you are going to see. Okay, now if you observe here, I think it's very slight. You can't see properly. Now I will do one thing. I will ask one simple question. Now, what is my agenda? My agenda is I want to show you the data belongs to which country. So in that case, I will come here. In that case, country is there here. Okay. In the country column, only country name is there. Am I right or wrong? For example, if I go to a data source and if I go to that country option, let's say, see, the column name is country and all the countries will be there. I mean, all the countries means different country names will be there. But in our data, we are having only one country. Okay, that is United States. Okay. The point here is country name present in the country column only. The name of the column is country only. That we need to keep in mind. Okay, let's come back. Come back to the sheet. And you just need to rename the sheet. So what is the purpose of the sheet? Definitely you need to mention, I'm telling you. Definitely you need to mention. I'm going to rename. So data belongs to shortcut. Okay. Data content. Just right click on it, click on the rename rename the sheet and click on enter. Automatically it will rename. So data belongs to which country? Point. Okay. Next one. Sir, okay. Now I want to see the visualization. You want to show and you want to understand that data belongs to which country. Country names present in the country column only. Simply what I will do is I will take the I will take the country. I will see here. There is an option. If you observe, the tablet is clearly telling you drop field. Field means what? Column. Field. Normally field means column. So what they are telling, drop field here, drop column here. I will take the country column and I will drop it here. Why? Because in the country column, I will be having in the country column only, I am having country names. So the beauty here you see, the beauty of the table here is, see, if I click on the country, just for you, see, if I click on the country, okay, automatically in the show me option, few things are started. Few things started. Okay, so what do it mean? So if you select the country column, if you target the country column, because in the country column, country name is there and the country name is United States only. Okay. If you target the country column, defaultly you can apply a map which is known as a normal map. No, sir, I don't want the normal map. If I want to apply field map, is second one. So you are selecting the just you are clicking on the column, things are activated. Okay. And you can ask me, sir, what is this option? This is like a table. Okay. Like I can write like this is the table. Here I can write America, how many profits have happened. That possibility is also there. So, okay, keep all these things aside. Now my point is my agenda is I will close the show me. Okay, I'm not even targeting the show me. I'm closing it. I will simply drag the country column and I will drop here. This is my agenda. Drag it, keep it here. See, drag it and keep it here. So you are getting or not? If you see, this is America map. Okay, this is America map. See, the point here is whatever the backside. If you see backside state names will be visible. Okay, along with that, you can see the name Canada and you can see the United States. This is a graphical view, satellite view. Okay, don't worry about those names. But my point is, this is the America map. In the America map, in the middle exactly, a blue color point is highlighting. It's highlighting. So you should see what is the blue color. Okay. So like if you see the backside name, something like state or the country name, or else you can ask me one question. Sir, the blue color dot is there, no? Blue color dot is coming for the United States. So my point is don't look into the backside name. This is satellite view. Okay. For example, you see Canada is also coming. Okay, different names will come. But your point, your focus should be where your focus should be. Let's say this is the map. In the map, in the middle, there is a blue color point. This is the my point, my focus will be what is that blue color point? If I take my mouse cursor on top of the blue color dot, what it is telling me? Country, colon, United States. There is a lot of information. So country, colon, United States means, let's say, country is the column name. In that particular column, what you are having only United States. You can even, okay, sir, when we are dropping the country from here to here, in that particular country, one blue color dot is selecting. And when I take my mouse cursor, see, when I take my mouse cursor, pop-up is coming. In the pop-up also, you will be having the information. In the pop-up also you will be having the information like column name, two dots, which means column, whatever the name label name. Okay. Here I just want to ask you unique label. I just will tell you about the unique label also. Let's say for example, you are having 3 to 4 columns very simply. If you are having just 2 to 3 columns will take or 2 columns will take. This is most important point interview question, mainly for the freshers, I'm telling you. So I'm going to write here very clearly. Let's say, suppose gender is one of the column I'm taking, region is one of the column I'm taking, and country is one of the column I'm taking. So gender male, female, okay, region east, west, east, and west. Country India, India. Okay, this is the data. Okay, sample data. If I target the data which we are working, it is having 10,000 rows. You can't understand the all the rows. No, I will take a sample data. I will explain with the sample data. Same content you can it will applicable for the data which you are working on with data also. So unique label means what? Label or classes. Okay, some people will call them as class and some people will call them as label. Okay, what is the meaning of class or label? For example, in the gender total, what is the data size? 1, 2, 3, 4. We are having 4 rows and we are having 3 columns. This is the place for header. All of you know, right? So this is a header. This is not a column. This can't be a row. So row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, column 1, column 2, and column 3. Okay, most interview point question is they will ask you in the gender column, how many classes are there or how many labels are there? Okay, how many labels are there means this is my point very clearly. In the gender column, how many labels are there or how many classes are there means you need to tell them there are 4. But how many? Okay, but they will ask you, Kamal, in the gender column, how many unique labels are there? How many unique classes are there? You are having only male, female. Only male and female are repeating again and again and again. So if they ask you like a count, total how many are there, Kamal, like in the gender column, how many labels are there? Tell me. Means every row is a label. But how many unique labels are there means you are having only male and female which are repeating again and again and again. So male is having 2 times and female is having 2 times. 2 plus 2, 4. Total 4 rows. Matching or not? Yes. In the region column, how many unique labels are there? In the region column also we are having only 2, east and west. Okay. So 2 for the east and 2 for the west. 2 plus 2 is nothing but 4. In the country column, how many unique labels are there? 2. One is India, one is USA. USA 1 time and India 3 times. 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4. Okay. Now in the country column, in our data, in our country column, how many unique labels are there? Not this one. I will erase this one. Now in our country column, how many unique labels are there? Only one. Only United States only, no. Only that is repeating again and again and again. That's why you are getting only single dot. That's why you are getting only single dot. Okay. Very, very simple. So if I take my mouse cursor, if I just take my mouse cursor there, you can see the pop-up country. So you can ask me one question. Kamal, till the time I am dragging the country here, I'm getting the visualization. One map is coming. Okay, fine. This is which map? There are 2 different types of maps. Which map? Defaultly, normal map. Defaultly, when you drag, Normal map will be selected. I'm telling you. If basically here they call them as symbol maps, but it's basically normal map. See, I will write here the rename data country with normal map. Okay, country with the normal map. So when I'm dragging and dropping defaultly, normal map will be selected. If you want to shift from the normal map to field map, that possibility is also there. Don't worry, that we'll see those things also. So I'm dragging the country, normal map is coming. Sorry, blue color dot is coming until and unless I take my mouse cursor. Until I take my mouse cursor, the proper name is not showing like this. Yes or no? So do that mean every time we need to take the mouse cursor? Is do there is no customized option? There are customized options. So we'll see one by one. So whatever the visualization, remember my points very clearly. Whatever the visualizations that I am getting, if you want to do any changes on top of the visualization, changes is what normally either size, color, a little more details, text representation, highlighting areas. Okay. So defaultly when you drag the column and when you keep it here, it will show like this one normally. Sir, I want to change this blue color to red color. Can you see here colors option? Click on the colors option. I'll click on the red color. See changes to red color. Okay. Point number two. Sir, the circle size, whatever you are targeting. The circle size, whatever you are targeting, this is very, very small. Really, really small. Size, all sizes there are not. Yes, click on the size. Increase the size. Size is increasing or not. Let me increase even more. See, size is increasing. Okay, that is also good. But see, in that particular America map, you are getting a big size, big dot. Till the time you take the mouse cursor on top of it, till the time you take the mouse cursor on top of it, it is not highlighting. Can you see the pop-up? Okay, but I don't want, I don't want to represent the pop-up. If I take my mouse cursor, this also I will tell you. I will take my mouse cursor on top of it. Pop-up is coming. Country, column, United States. So I want to increase the pop-up size. Okay. I want to increase the pop-up size. There will be an option called tooltip option. Is there any option called tooltip? Pop-up means tooltip. Go to the tooltip option. Tooltip is used for pop-up which you are getting. I will go to the tooltip option. A box will open for you. I will select the box. See what they have written country, they have written column and country name. If you want to change, definitely you can change it here. But I will select it as it is. I'm going to select, I'm going to increase the size little bit. I am going to bold them. So literally I want to change the color. Definitely change the color. Click on OK. Now see, is it selected or not? Okay, whatever you want to do, you can do it here. Okay, now sir, I will take my mouse cursor away. But the pop-up, if you take the mouse cursor, the pop-up will come. If you remove the, if you just take your mouse cursor aside, pop-up will go away. But your point is, sir, I will every time why I have to keep my pop-up, I will take my mouse cursor aside. But even though I need the name, you got my point. I need the name here. Like I need something like I need the name here to show United States. I need to show the name United States here. Why every time I will take my mouse? Can't it show here like United States? If I take my mouse, it is showing me. But if I remove the mouse, it is going me. But I want to show without mouse also. Yes, very good. You can see there is an option called here label. Okay, here also we need to think very, very clearly. What do that is? Label option is used to keep the text what you want on top of the graph which is available inside of you. But the question is what you want to keep. Now I got a circle. I got a circle. For the circle, I want to give the country name, yes or no? Like I want to give United States. This country name present in which column? In these columns, in which column the country name is present?
Country column.
The dimension? Country column. In the inside the country column only, the United States is there. So what I will do? I will take the country, I will drag it and keep it in the label. Now, see here, states are not on the bottom. United States is coming in front of you. Let's say I want to increase that particular name. Like, sir, whatever the name that is available in front of you, I mean, in front of us, it's very small. I want to deal with it. I want to do some operations. So click on the label. Click on this three dots is there. No? Click on the three dots. Select it. Click on apply. Click on OK. See, if you want to bold or if you want to do any changes, also we can do it. Okay. Normally, and whenever you are dealing with the maps, remember one thing, automatically latitude and longitudes will be available here. You see, this is one of the most logical part. You can see here columns and rows. Yes or no? There is an option called columns and rows. Normally, how the latitude and longitude will be calculated. So, for example, imagine this is Earth. Imagine this is Earth. If I want to find the latitude and longitude of my our location, like our office location, so how they will find out? Normally, how they will find out? So this will be the latitude longitude. Yes or no? Latitude longitude kind of thing. It's a 2D array. Okay, it's a 2D plots. Okay, so where it goes to the x coordinates, where it goes to the y coordinates, it will become a 2D. So here also, let's say any x-axis, y-axis coordinates you take. Suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Suppose x-axis, y-axis, 2D coordinate. Okay, 2D representation. Here columns are there, rows are there. Okay, so columns are there, rows are there. Guys, if you increase the rows, what happens? If you increase the rows, the height will increase. Am I right? Simple. Suppose, for example, I will open an image in front of you. I will simply open an image in front of you. Suppose I'm opening an image in front of you. See, there are some rows here. There are some rows which are available in front of you. Okay. If I keep on increasing the rows, what happens? The height of the image increases. Okay. If we keep, this is columns, for example. If we keep on increasing the columns, what will increase? It will increase. So here also, let's say for example, columns means, see, what is the representation? Columns means this area. Rows means to increase the height. So defaultly, when you are applying the maps, latitude, longitudes will be corrected by the tablet. Okay. So here in this data, we are having only one particular country. So that is not available. It is very sure single dot. Imagine you pass the state, for example. If you pass the state, what happens? For example, sir, okay, we got to know, like, using the normal map, we got to know that the data, this particular data belongs to only America, because only America is there. It belongs to America. Sir, in the America, what are the states included? If anybody asks me the data belongs to India, means India, a lot of states are there. So which states are included? Whether the north states are there or south states are there, which states are included in the India? Anyone will ask the same question. Here also, I got to know that the data belongs to America. But in America, what states are included? So those options are available. Go to the data source. In which column state names are available? If you observe here very clearly, I think state option is there anywhere? Yes. Can you see here? State option is there. So the column name is state. In that particular state column, inside all the state names are there. How many unique states are there? Got my point? 9,994 rows are there. Every row you are having the state name. But my question is, how many unique states are there? For example, if you collect the India data, 100 rows are there. 100 rows, you will write the state name. Do that mean India is having the 100 states? No, right? Here, that's what I do. Inside the state column, you are having the state names. Every row you will be having the state name. Every row, see Kentucky, California, Florida. So 9,994 times state names are there. Out of that, how many unique states are there? How many unique states are included? That we need to see. So what I will do, I will come back to the sheet 2. Okay, sheet 2. In the sheet 2, what I am going to do is, I am going to rename like states using normal map. Simple. Inside the state column, all the inside the state column, all the state names are there. Yes or no? You can see here 3 dots. Sorry, 3 dots. White color dot. Click on it. If you click on it, no need of creating the groups or anything. Directly we can. Okay, see, state is there. No, I will drag the state here. I will just drag the state here. So see, I am getting the state secret. What it is telling? What it is telling? 1 second, I will tell you. 1 second, I will tell you. Okay. So take the state, drag it and keep it here. What it is telling? You are not getting the states. Okay. Listen very carefully. Tableau can easily recognize the country names. Okay. Defaultly, it can recognize any country name. But if the Tableau want to understand, or if the Tableau want to get into the like, if it want to understand the state names, whenever you are downloading the tool, what is the whenever you are giving the credentials like yesterday, whenever you are creating the account, you have given country India. So in India, do the California is there? You can ask me one question. In that case, sir, we selected India, no? Then why the America map is coming? In the why America is selecting? That's what I'm saying. Tableau before link it can understand the country names, but when coming to the state names, when coming to the state names, you have yesterday whenever you are downloading the Tableau, you have given your credentials and you said that you belongs to India. In India, in my state column, everything is California, Florida, Texas, Georgia, different things are there. Do those things are available in India? No, right? So what it is telling, whenever you are dragging, the state column, here it is telling 49 unique states are there. 49 state names are there. I told you 9,900 rows. Every row state will be there. But unique, what are the unique statements? 49 unique states are there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that 49 unknown. Can we do it in another way? Means another way also we can do it, but this is the recommended way. I'm going to click on the 49 unknown. I will click on the edit location. Okay. Now what I will do, I will change the India. Click here. I will change from United States. Okay. I'll click on OK. Now see, I can use this option. Zoom in, zoom out options are there. I can use this zoom out little bit. Now see, here also you can observe one thing. Every state you select, every state you select properly, exactly in the middle you will be getting the dot. Okay. Every state is represented with the. Sir, why to do these things can't we do in a normal way? Like whenever we are passing the state, or do we need to change the location? So can't we do in a normal way? Take the state, keep it in the label. Okay. Keep it in the label. What happens? It is coming like a text. Yes or no? You are not using the graphical representation here. You are telling to text me label means what to write. Okay. You are telling them to write. It is writing. Okay. So normally once you set up first time, automatically it will come. Automatically. Now see if I drag the state, automatically it will come because I set up on the back. Okay. So this is how the state names will come. You can add lot of content.
Hello.
Let's say for example,
Yes, come up.
you can
Hello.
change the colors. Yes, please.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm having a little doubt. Actually, we have a state column. We have a
Can
state.
you speak little loud, Madan?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it is showing different states in US. If the state column is, if the country column has the name mentioning like there are different states. If there is a wrong, if the data is having a wrong data, like if the state name is wrong, will the Tableau recognize the state?
No. So you are మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి మీరు ఏమడుగుతున్నారో క్లియర్ గా.
Actually, we have a data containing the state names which we given as an Excel. So if the data state names is being wrong, if the words are wrong, the state names are wrong, will Tableau recognize it?
No. Let's say for example, if you have the column name India and inside the India, if you are passing California, this kind of things, Tableau won't recognize that. Okay.
Okay,
So
even
everything
the
should.
spelling mistake is wrong, it cannot recognize it. Spelling mistake.
No. I'm not saying spelling mistakes here. So if there is a spelling mistake, it will directly route and it will show you the mark. Okay. What's my point is, whatever the column name that you are giving inside for example, see, there is no purpose of giving here only the particular column name. Let's say here, what is the column name? Here, column name is not India or not USA. So inside you are having the state names. That's it. Okay. Inside the state names, you can have the state name. Normally, any states you can have. But for example, if you are passing two different country states, let's say America states and India states, two things are there means two areas will be highlighted. Okay. Now your point is if there is any spelling mistake.
Yes, yes.
Is there a spelling mistake means mostly it will route. I haven't gone through that. Like there is any spelling mistake means we need to check. I will check it because automatically every data will spelling mistake will be not having. No?
Okay, fine.
So we are getting the map in front of us. Spelling mistake. Okay, so we are getting the map in front of us. So we can do lot of designs, and the best way is I don't recommend anyone to use. I don't recommend anyone to use the normal map. Why? Because normal map will give a dot and it won't give you the more information. Okay. Okay, we can do those things. Don't worry in that one after other. So the point here is, let's say we are passing the state column. In the state column, state names are there. All the state names, states are representing here. So how to design in the next section, I will teach you how to give single color for all the states. Number one. Number two, how to design unique color for all the states. Number three, each state how many sales is happening. Okay. Number four, based on the profit of the state, can we decide the bubble size? If the profit is big, means big size, small means small size, that flexibility. Next, based on the profit value. For example, sir, California is having the best profit. I want to represent them in the green color. And North Dakota, South Dakota are in the profits are very less. Can we represent them in the dark red color? Understood, right? So different operations we can do. Those things we will do in the next section. So till here, guys, any doubts you can ask me.
Kamal, I have one
Yes. Very simple. We just click. We need to click on it. We just need to select. For example, let's say whenever we are passing, defaultly it is selecting the. If we want the field map, what we will do? Just click. We need to click on the field map. We will do. Field map we'll discuss once completing. A lot of stuff is there in the normal map only. After completing the normal map, I will target the field map. After that, we will go with remaining content like bars, back and mathematics, everything. And after that, a lot of things are there to discuss, like include, exclude, sets, parameters. Lot of things are there. We'll discuss one after. In the data source, the settings option, four options. Yes, here, Kiran. You're asking this for right? Last one, Z A to Z, ascending per table, A to Z descending per table.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, there are two different things, Kiran. Let's say sometimes there is a scenario we will be working with the multiple sheets. Okay. For example, imagine I'm having sheet one, I mean Excel sheet one. I'm having Excel sheet two. Two Excel sheets are there. So what we will do is we can connect them. We can connect the sheets, and if you want to maintain the columns which are in the two different sheets in ascending order from A to Z or descending order from A to Z, we can use these last two options. Okay. If possible, like in the last, at the end, we will do this operation also. As of now, like we are having only single sheet now. So single sheet means single operations.
Okay. So I felt actually, which is the data which we have represented down, right? The table details, like the values.
Yeah, single sheet means we can use that A to Z ascending, Z to A descending.
Okay.
Okay. We'll have the multiple sheets means we can do.
Okay, got it.
Kamal, I have one query.
Yes, please.
Postal code, it is a whole number, right? You said postal code, it is a whole number, but it is, should be in other group. Can you please open the data country normal map?
Okay.
Yes, so postal code, it is in a whole number, right? But it should be in the display in a
Postal
second.
code.
Yeah.
No. Postal code. That's what I'm saying. Text, geography related things. See, postal code will be like it's a whole number only. But normally, what is the pin code? Pin code comes under geography. No? Okay. So that is how the data types will be split.
Okay.
Okay, guys. See you in the next section. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I will upload this data set into the drive so you can collect from there, and even the sheets PPTs also.